Hey guys, welcome back to CryptoBytes, your daily crypto news source. What you don't know about the reason why MicroStrategy sell off their Bitcoin will be revealed in this video. So if you want to know more about this, just keep on watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you will be kept updated in the latest happenings in crypto. One indication that negative volatility might quickly reappear is a lack of enthusiasm on order books, according to material indicators. A new research cautions that when bid liquidity dries up, the price of Bitcoin, which is now down $16,576, is not likely to bottom out at just under $17,000. After Christmas, social media messages revealed dwindling support for preserving the current BTC price range, according to on-chain analytics portal Material Indicators. Analysts are closely watching what may happen at this week's annual closure because volatility is still mostly absent from the Bitcoin markets. The weekly and quarterly candles will likewise end with the closing price for BTC USD on December 31, and any sudden volatility might make 2022 a dreadful bear market year. The pair is presently down almost 60% year to year, according to Cointelegraph, and it has lost 76% compared to its most recent all-time high from November 2021. Numerous experts have cautioned that this may not be sufficient to end the bear market, and recent order book data seems to emphasize the possibility of more losses. Quote, "Nothing illustrates sentiment for a price level like liquidity, and there does not appear to be much sentiment for this price level being the bottom." End quote. Material Indicators commented on the chart of BTC USD order book activity on Binance. Given the order book numbers at the time, which also showed large volume traders cutting exposure, another piece on December 27 claimed that there was not much to be enthused about. The research company Sentiment added, quote, "BTC fluctuating prices have a lot to do with falling whale interest." End quote. A second graph demonstrated what Sentiment described as a correlation between significant transactions of $1 million or more and the general stability of the BTC price. Since December 2020, such transactions have dropped to their lowest levels ever. Quote, "If prices continue sliding and a spike occurs, this would be a historically bullish signal." End quote. It added. Trading company QCP Capital, however, had more bad news for cryptocurrency hodlers in its Just Crypto and the Fear summary and projection. Quote, "We continue to expect any large rallies in BTC to meet significant selling pressure," end quote, they wrote, describing Bitcoin as trading in lockstep with ETH. According to researchers, a quote, "wave 5 extension downward," end quote, in risk assets, the US dollar and bonds is expected to start in 2023 with both Bitcoin and Ether tickers down $1,193. The ARK Innovation Exchange Traded Fund from ARK Invest was the focus of a separate correlation. Quote, "ARKK price action is leading BTC by 2 months, which forewarns of lower BTC prices to come," end quote, QCP added alongside a comparative chart. According to reports, the $372 million attack on the insolvent cryptocurrency exchange FTX is being looked into by the US Department of Justice. Federal prosecutors have reportedly launched a second criminal investigation into the alleged intrusion, according to Bloomberg Law, which is quoting an unnamed individual familiar with the matter. End quote. According to the unnamed person who spoke to Bloomberg, American officials have, with the assistance of the collaborating platforms, frozen a portion of the stolen cryptocurrency. Ryan Miller, the company's general counsel, said the exchange had been hacked and a message on its Telegram channel on November 11, the same day FTX filed for bankruptcy. According to on-chain data, the stolen cryptocurrency was transferred from the exchange's wallets to unidentified Ethereum addresses. The DOJ's fraud action against FTX itself is unrelated to the hack investigation. According to an unsealed indictment released by the Southern District of New York, the federal department earlier this month charged disgraced former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried with 6 counts of fraud, 1 count of conspiring to commit money laundering, and 1 additional count of conspiring to violate campaign finance laws. Charges of fraud include conspiring to conduct securities fraud, commodities fraud, and wire fraud against lenders. The co-founder of FTX is accused of misleading the exchange's investors, according to a statement from the US Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The largest corporate owner of Bitcoin reserves in the world, the American software business MicroStrategy, revealed on Wednesday that it traded some of its holdings for the first time ever on December 22. However, the firm and its renownedly optimistic co-founder Michael Saylor have not abandoned Bitcoin since MicroStrategy has subsequently bought additional BTC. In a filing with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, MicroStrategy said today that it sold 704 bitcoins for about $11.8 million on December 22. Given how much the value of Bitcoin has fallen since MicroStrategy first started buying it in 2020, this sale may have helped the company reduce its tax obligations. Quote, MicroStrategy plans to carry back the capital losses resulting from this transaction against previous capital gains, to the extent such carrybacks are available under the federal income tax laws currently in effect, which may generate a tax benefit, end quote, the company wrote. On December 24, the company reversed course and bought 810 BTC for around $13.6 million. MicroStrategy has now added nearly 2,500 BTC to its overall tally since the beginning of last month, when combined with the additional 2,395 BTC that the business claimed it bought between November 1 and December 21 for a total of $42.8 million. In light of the current Bitcoin price of roughly $16,735, the company's total Bitcoin holdings come to nearly 132,500 BTC, which are presently worth at slightly over $2.2 billion according to CoinGecko. Although MicroStrategy still adds to its holding in the most popular cryptocurrency, they are now substantially underwater. According to the company, it has invested $4.03 billion in buying BTC so far, at a cost of $30,397 per coin. Saylor co-founded MicroStrategy in 1989 and led the company as CEO until this past August. He is a well-known proponent of Bitcoin. Fong Le took on the CEO job, adding to his prior role as MicroStrategy president. He stepped down and shifted to the post of executive chairman, a move he claimed would let him focus even more on the firm's, quote, Bitcoin acquisition strategy, end quote. Attorney General Carl Racine of Washington, D.C. declared in late August that he had brought civil lawsuits against MicroStrategy and Saylor for suspected tax evasion following Saylor's change in position. Racine alleged that the business assisted the company's founder in, quote, eluding taxes he lawfully owes on hundreds of millions of dollars, end quote, earned while residing in Washington, D.C. Saylor and MicroStrategy both denied the allegations, with the latter telling Decrypt that the accusations made by the Attorney General, quote, are false and we will defend aggressively against this overreach, end quote. The company announced its intention to sell up to $500 million of Class A company shares in September in order to finance more Bitcoin purchases. MicroStrategy has sold around $46.4 million worth of shares as part of that attempt to date, according to today's SEC filing. According to statistics from CoinGecko, MicroStrategy has a substantial amount more Bitcoin than any other publicly traded corporation. With little over 10,000 BTC, Bitcoin mining company Marathon Digital is the second largest holding, while cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase is third with 9,000 BTC. The Gods and Youths, two of the top Solana non-fungible token (NFT) projects, were rumored to be departing the Solana network for months until the project team on Sunday confirmed the migration on Twitter. The team announced that the Gods would transfer to the Ethereum blockchain and Youths will transfer to Polygon at the beginning of 2019. Quote, there's an argument to be made that the Gods has capped out on Solana, end quote. The project's leader, Rohan Vora, known as Frank, said in a Monday Twitter Spaces, quote, it's hard to accept, but it's been tough to grow at the rate we want to grow. If Ethereum is where we have to go to keep growing, it's what we have to do, end quote. The two collections are among the most talked about in the Solana NFT market, with the Gods demanding the highest floor price, 515 SOL or approximately $5,750 at the time of writing. The base price for Youths, a sibling PFP line to the God that was introduced this autumn, is 148 SOL or around $1,660. Sales of the Gods increased as a result of the announcement, with the floor price of the collection rising by 12% as of Monday. Sales of Youths have remained mostly steady, and the floor price has only gone up by 5 SOL, about $55. Data from Magic Eden shows that in the week before the announcement, sales of the Gods and Youths were over 70% of the total amount of Solana NFT sales. Months of conflict on NFT Twitter preceded the decision, with several developers in the Solana NFT sector criticizing the withdrawal while the collection's owners generally applauding it. Rumors surfaced that the Gods team requested $5 million from the Solana Foundation during the Miami Art Basel Festival in early December in order to continue using the Solana platform. The Gods group disputes the assertion. The transfer of Youths to Polygon cost money. An official from the Gods told CoinDesk that Polygon paid for the relocation using a grant from its cooperation fund, adding that the terms of the agreement would ultimately be made public. According to Vora, the funding was not paid in full and would last 1 year, maybe 2. What will transpire when the grant expires expires is unknown. Quote, there are a lot of milestones we have to hit, and the grant isn't as much as people think, end quote, Vora said. The move is the most recent in Polygon's string of successful partnerships. In the past year, the Layer 2 blockchain has drawn big-name partners including Starbucks, Nike, Reddit, Instagram, and DraftKings. The gods' transition to Ethereum and Polygon may be challenging on the back end. High-profile NFT bridges of this kind are uncommon. Projects that go multi-chain often do so in the manner of Doodles, which is considering launching Doodles 2 on a Layer 2 blockchain while maintaining its current collection on Ethereum. The team has said that Youth Points, a token provided to Youth's holders who bet their NFTs, will migrate chains as well. The technical aspects of the migration have not yet been disclosed. Quote, what is the worst-case scenario here? An exploit on the bridge contract, end quote. Vora said of the move's technical challenges, quote, we want to do the migration as soon as possible, shooting for Q1, but we have to make sure it's airtight. Bridges are notorious for issues around stuff like this, end quote. So, did this video answer why the MicroStrategy sell off their Bitcoin? If so, what are your thoughts about it? You can comment down your answer about this one. And be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you will be notified in our every upload. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time, only here in CryptoBytes, your daily crypto news source.